today's video is going to be a little different from what we usually do, just because, quite frankly, I've gotten really hooked on this whole loaded tea thing. And there's a place locally that sells them, and they're fantastic. They're just a little more than I can spend on a daily basis. So I got to thinking about it, and I was watching some videos on how to make them. And you can buy into the whole kit and become a distributor and the whole thing. And because you know, if you've watched any of my videos, that I'm the type of person that I like to take what somebody else is doing and make it work for me. That's what I'm doing today. So before we get started, let's just talk about caffeine, because I am a little sensitive to caffeine. I tend to watch how much caffeine I drink. So I don't have caffeine in the mornings until, well, past 10 o'clock in the morning, because if I have caffeine past lunch or anywhere near lunch, I have trouble going to sleep at night. So what I want you to think about beforehand, before you go to the store and start buying things, is do you want decaffeinated, which they have water flavors that have no caffeine in them, and green tea with no caffeine, or do you need that extra kick? Now, a regular tea bag has between 30 to 40 grams of caffeine in it. These little jewels right here have 120 milligrams of caffeine per packet. So potentially I can take one decaf tea bag and one of these and have 120 milligrams of caffeine. Or if I'm really feeling froggy, I can use my regular tea bags and one of these. And if I use 2 tea bags and one of these little jewels, then I've got 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is essentially, if you go to one of the tea shops and you get an iced tea or loaded tea, it's got about 200 milligrams of caffeine. So 2 tea bags, one of these jewels, and you're good to go. Now, I have a Keurig, and so I took 2 tea bags and I put them in this cup, and I used the largest coffee cup setting. So I think this is right close to 10 ounces of water in here with 2 tea bags, so that it's a little strong. And I'm just gonna squeeze that water out of those tea bags, set them over there. I'll throw them away in a minute. We're gonna mix some magic in this cup right here. I am a big believer in BCAAs, collagen peptides, and protein. So I'm gonna mix a little collagen, and I tend to drink collagen at least once a day, sometimes more, depending on how much protein I'm trying to get in for the day. So I'm gonna put 2 scoops of my Orgain in here. And it's gonna look milky to begin with, but if you give it a minute, it completely goes clear. Yes, it has a little bit of it's unflavored, but you can taste it. And that's why putting the water flavoring in here is so important. Now you can do 2 different kinds if you want to. You can do one flavor on the bottom, one flavor on the top, and have it layered, make it look like a rainbow, or you can just do all one flavor. I love watermelon, so I'm just gonna do watermelon. And this is the cup that I got from my favorite little tea shop, and I'm just reusing it because I can, and I like it. Okay, so I've got this mixed in pretty good. Oh, also, I wanna mention, now I bought these because they are aspartame free, or however you wanna say that word. I'm trying to avoid that. Now these do have a tiny bit of sugar in them, but they're also flavored with stevia. So there's 10 calories in 1 pack. Come on. Okay, but this is a kid's version, and it says it actually has vitamin A, C, E in it, and it's about 25% of a child's daily allowance. So if you put 2 of these in there, you're actually getting some vitamins in there with it. Personally, I take a multivitamin every day, so I'm not overly worried about that, but it is good for you. So let's go ahead, and I need scissors because this is not tearing. Cut these open. Now I am going to use 2 packs, and I'm going to pour them in here and stir it up. And see, it starts changing colors. Now you can use Crystal Light, the Walmart brand. Pick your own flavors. That's the beauty of this. You do you, boo-boo. Okay, so I've got this mixed together. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this over my ice. Here's my green tea, and I'm gonna pour it right over the top. Isn't that pretty? Now, obviously, you stir it up just a little bit, kind of get it all working around in there. Put your cap on. It's good, and it costs a whole lot less. And I'm drinking my water. I'm getting green tea. I can have caffeine or not. And sometimes if you want, you can throw, like this is black tea. So if you wanted to, you could brew black tea and green tea at the same time and get a little stronger tea flavor. But I really encourage you to get some stuff, play around, and drink more water. Make it fruity and yummy, and I'll see you later.